Lots going on today, ain't it?
Yep.
Am I live? Yes. Hi,
Yes.
everybody. How are you today?
What's up, everybody? Happy holidays. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. But let's get into it. It's been a while since we've been on.
Yeah, I really don't like going live anymore. I don't know why I lost my passion for it, but I had to today because y'all was clowning. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. Some of y'all were clowning today, and it's just I couldn't have did all this in one video. Today we're going to talk about Todd and Kandi. Oh, it's getting ugly. It's getting ugly. Then we're going to talk about Funky Dineva and Tamar. And then we're going to talk about this documentary I just watched with Diddy. It's something wrong with 50 Cent. Okay, what should we start with first today? Because there's a lot going on. What do you want to start with?
Let's see. Maybe start. Let's see. We got.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm trying to think. We got Diddy.
Let's start with Funky Dineva and Tamar, because that's ridiculous. Okay, so I made a video earlier today about Funky Dineva and Tamar and their mess that they got going on. So I'm sure you all seen it. I'm not going to play the video. It's 16 minutes long. Funky Dineva comes on and he says that he's still hurt and upset with Tamar because she mentioned his name in an interview. She didn't mention his name, but she referred to his situation. Same thing. And he feels like he's taken a hit because of this story going out. And then he decides to say at the last minute, and that's why I don't know what happened to your teeth. All I know is that you were kissing Mandisi's in the back of the car, and then y'all went upstairs, and maybe that's who knocked your teeth out. Something to that effect, okay? Now, listen. And so I came out and said, listen, we done talked about this already till I was blue in the face. I made 5 videos about it. I was like, the best thing that can happen right now, if you ask me, is that they just stop talking to each other. Friendships aren't meant to last forever. Some last, some don't. And then people got it in their feelings. But here's the thing. I'm a blogger, right? If this is a dog-eat-dog world, people will send people over to your chat that haven't watched you a day and a half so they can windmill for you. The bloggers themselves go in my chat under aliases. It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't really give a damn. I don't erase anything. I stand by what I say. When I talk about another blogger, 2 bloggers, because damn, Tamar does gossip her damn self. It hits different than I'm just a regular person giving you my opinion. They were like, you took a side. Why are you all up in so-and-so's business? No, first of all, I'm not doing that. If you've been in my channel long enough, I don't play the cancel game just because it's the popular thing that's going on. I don't care. I don't believe in cancel culture. I've said this since day one. It's so much number 3, 4, whatever number I'm a grown ass woman in my 50s, not in my 20s, 30s, or 40s. I'm in my 20s, and I handle situations different than y'all handle situations. I'm not going to jump in somebody's chat and get them to say bad things about somebody else because I feel a certain way. People have different opinions on shit. For me as a blogger, my main concern is the tea. Y'all ain't complaining about the tea wrong. As far as them, who do I like better and all that shit, it is what it is. I've worked with Tamar's team for a long time. I like them. I gotta hate them now because y'all hate them too. Y'all want me to get on here and call Tamar a liar and give your message, and I don't feel that way? That's ridiculous. I'm gonna come over here because there's some people I don't even know in my chat talking about Tamar's a liar and you shouldn't stand by her side. Who said I was standing by her side? I told you how I felt. Bloggers do each other dirty all the time. If I wake up and this has happened to me, if I wake up one day and somebody's talking shit about me and you could have made a private phone call, well, all bets are off. I'm never talking to you no more. because you're doing that for the public. So I don't even know what's going on, how deep this is. Because if you ask me, and I wouldn't be surprised if I woke up one day and they back talking to each other. You got to remember that too. I ain't getting in nobody's shit that deep that I don't have to. But if you ask me if I like Tamar, I'm not running from that either. Now, I know her differently than y'all know her. I know things about her that y'all don't know. And plus, I'm not 10 years old. I don't have to go with the masses. If I feel like I like Tamar, then that's what it's going to be. I ain't getting in that shit tit for tat with them too. They'll be going at it 6 more months from now. I don't care about that part of it. I gave my advice, what I would do in those situations, and that friendship will be over for me. I ain't got time to go video for video, who said what and who did what. I'm 50 years old, 50 plus. I ain't got time. That's some high school shit. I don't do that on my channel. And if you don't like me or you don't agree, then that's just what it is. You do not have to agree with everything I say. You do not have to live my lifestyle. It's childish and stupid. I'm not getting in that shit. I guarantee you, I wouldn't be surprised if 3 weeks from now, I came back and they was talking.
You're right.
I've been doing this shit for years. I have done this. That's what they. I don't have anything to do between Tamar and Funky Dineva. I gave my opinion because it's a story, and I'm not lying on my opinion. I wouldn't get in that. I'm not gonna go video for video with you. I don't operate like that. You can ask anybody who knows me. When I'm done, I'm done, and I don't make a big stink out of it. I don't like, I'm never talking to you again. No, I just don't talk to you no more. That's how I operate. That's how I move. Why I always wonder why you need a big production to tell somebody you done with somebody. Just be done. But since they can't seem to be on the same page, I don't care. I don't care. I would have been done. That's it. Another thing I don't do, what doesn't make sense to me, is I'm a cancer survivor. I've had cancer before. Y'all know my journey. People in my family has had cancer before. That's no joke. Even if they tell you it's stage 1 and you'll be fine, you don't know what's going to happen until they cut you open and see what's going on. The last thing that was on my mind when I got cancer was some silly internet shit. I don't give a damn about the internet, and my life is on the line, and I got cancer, and I'm on the damn gurney. Before I go in, because he said he goes next week, right? Before I go in, I just wanted to say this last thing about Tamar. When I come on here and I do my job, and my job is to give y'all the tea, I get off, and it is what it is. I'm not in other people's chat talking about what they should, how they should feel and what they should do. Y'all sound crazy. And then half of you came from Funky Dineva's channel. You don't even watch me no way. So what you over here for? Just to try to make me spit out your narrative? I'm a grown-ass woman. And I find it really odd. At first I didn't, till y'all kept talking about it, that you have cancer. You're going to surgery next week. You might have to undergo chemo. None of the internet shit was on my mind. I was so scared the day they told me I had cancer. Just the C word. I was so scared. I was saying goodbyes to everybody. I was saying, because it's just no joke. I ain't got time for no petty internet shit. I think it's unusual that he's making time to cuss out Tamar before you go to surgery. Perry, what are your thoughts on all this?
I mean, my whole thing is this. Look, this is your channel. You got the right to have an opinion. And no, this is what I truly think. I think because, remember, we covered it a couple videos. You just don't like Funky. You don't like this. No, I was telling you what the hell I believed. I thought they was in cahoots at first.
Oh, you sure did say that.
No, I'm just saying, like, not the backtrack. I'm not always right. I thought they was in cahoots. But obviously, I don't think, and this is another thing, I don't think nothing ever happened to her teeth. I think to be naive, I still don't believe that.
Can I say that too? I said I don't believe Tamar.
Right.
Sounds like she's lying.
So, and
but
I'm
it's
saying
not
this,
worth the fight for me. Go ahead.
but I think this, right? Because it was us against Funky at the time. How people want to, no, it's my opinion. My opinion could be right, it could be wrong. And so can yours, right? So ain't nobody in this chat or on this panel always been right. It just ain't been that case, right? But I thought they was in cahoots. But now I'm starting to think, no, I think Tamar, and Tamar's a liar too. Let's keep that real. She loved drama, right? And I think he sort of loved to embrace drama too, because even when he went off on it, he did say, well, if I could go back and take it back, I would still want to be. What Sherelle was simply saying, hey, in life, you're going to have people who do you wrong. And sometimes you get to move on and accept that person would never apologize. And especially when you're going through some kind of health scare, right? Maybe just focus on that. That's all she's saying. But I do get his point. Even if I'm going through a health scare, you still could want to come out and say something. But that's still not making the other person come and say, I apologize for what I did, right? And somebody said that Tamar released something, a post from her attorney. So I don't know what she planned on doing now at this point.
And you don't have to remember this. I know things about Tamar that y'all don't know. And I don't need an excuse for why I feel the way that I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mess. I don't get another bloggers drama. I've learned the hard way. You leave it alone. That's between them. Because what ain't gonna happen is these two make up, and then I done said some shit or picked a side, and now I'm left in the no. I tell you how I feel, and I just don't argue with people no more. I don't even make an announcement when I cut your ass off. I said this before and I mean it. You can go through your whole life and only have one or two true friends. One or two. Everybody else, reason and season. And when our journey has come to an end, then it comes to an end. And then I move on. I take the lessons that I learned from that friendship and I move forward. Everybody ain't meant to be friends your whole damn life. Especially in this business. This business is real tricky. It's competitive. You got people trying to set you up. Do I believe that Tamar was with Mendices? Yeah, that's between her and Yandy. It ain't like I got to stand up for Yandy and be like, they didn't do that. I wasn't there when this shit went down. I'm giving my opinions just like y'all giving y'all opinion. So that's where I stand with it. I think cancel culture is stupid. Just because the majority feels a certain way and I don't feel that way, I got to jump on board with y'all. Or y'all trying to use me as a mouthpiece. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't hate Tamar. I think Tamar is going through a difficult time in her life. I feel like she's trying to do better. And for me, that's all I need. Let's just try to do better, okay? Her family's very dysfunctional. Very dysfunctional. And I don't have a problem telling y'all I can't stand Tawanda. I can't stand Tawanda for who she is and the shit she tried to do to me. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I don't trust her as far as I can see her. She's thief. And she's jealous of Tamar. That's a whole separate issue. It had nothing to do with Funky Dineva. And Funky Dineva has said shit in the past that he has regretted, taken back, and apologized. That shit had nothing to do with me. When he was making comments about Blue, I didn't go over there and defend him. That's what his opinion is and his feelings. When he was battling it out with Michelle, I'm not over there. I'm standing up for Michelle. Bloggers go at each other all the damn time. Y'all better learn. Don't take a side. Go with your true feelings. And it is what it is. And you might not like Tamar. And that's okay. But I do. And that's okay too. I'm not 10 years old. I can't stand cancel culture and everybody got to be on the same page. The same page? No, my life is different than your life. And my interactions with Tamar is way different than y'all interactions with Tamar. Child, Tamar is losing it right now, okay? This ain't even worth all of this. I wouldn't have responded. I'm not telling y'all that because I hate Funky Dineva. I swear I wouldn't have responded because every time you respond, the game keeps going. Of course, the audience is gonna love it. That's what they live for, beefs. Especially if you go to a gossip channel, you messy to begin with. I'm messy for having a gossip channel. We like the mess. But you're going through too much right now to be wrapped up in this. Like I said, it takes one phone call. These two gonna be friends again. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all that y'all don't know about. And then y'all gonna come over here and say you were wrong. No, y'all gonna keep going. And then accept it if you're team Funky. These two will make up at any day now. I'm not getting in that. And for right now, I think they shouldn't talk to each other to avoid shit like this. But nobody listened to me anyway. So now we're going to go back and forth. And this is my last video about it because I was fed up the first time. I made 5 videos about that shit. 5. Circumstances haven't changed. They still got the same stories. Listen, I ain't got to where I am right now being stupid or being clicky. Clicky gets you nowhere. I'm not a mouthpiece for anybody else. Perry, you want to say anything before I read this?
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say this real fast because somebody said, hey, you can like her, but still call her out for her BS. I think we did. We said at the beginning that, yes, we feel she lied, right? We feel like she lied and included him on it because at first I thought they was in cahoots. But now I'm looking at that. Maybe she had this plan. She called him just to have an alibi and put something out there, maybe. Or they still could have been in cahoots. Hell, I don't know.
Perry, you a blogger. Bloggers set shit up all the time. Would it be unusual?
Right. But I'm saying that's beside the point, though. And then somebody's like, well, you can call out on a BS. We simply saying that I don't even think nothing happened to her teeth, people. Every time I see her, I'm trying to look through, see if I see a gap, anything, nothing. But that's just my thing. She could have got her teeth did, people. I'm just giving you my opinion. Like I'm sitting there reading y'all's. You know what I'm saying? But Sherelle,
so this is a statement that Tamar released. Okay, so this is a different attorney. It says, this summer, I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, a project that includes a 6-long EP and a short film. Seeing it reach #1 on the iTunes R&B charts and the top 20 overall has meant the world to me and my team. Your support has been incredible. That's why it has been especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Let me be clear. This is a lie. It's sad that the moment you achieve something meaningful, some people choose to respond with gossip and sensationalism. These rumors don't just touch me. They touch our families, our kids, our loved ones, the people who never asked to be dragged into nonsense. I had hoped by now we see better from those who claim to report responsibly and love our people. As for me, I'm letting my lawyers take it from here. I'm staying focused on what I love, creating storytelling and making music and films that matter. If you haven't heard Heartbreak Retrograde yet, I hope you'll give it a listen. And thank you again for lifting us so high on the charts. Tamar Braxton. This is a waste of time to me. Well, why? What does she want from this? What?
You know how, like, I mean, and I've been there too, where I get into an argument, but I know I should beat it at dope and back away. When somebody say something, it's something in you when you got to get the last word, right? So I do this. It'll be another video tomorrow. Then it'll be some other paperwork, and then it'll be some defamation lawsuit. It's sort of crazy, but that's where we at. But the whole thing is this: when you come out and simply say this, now people can take your advice, not take it, because hell, we had to learn the hard way. We don't got in a lot of battles. We should have bounced out faster than what we did. But as we grow, we can still give advice and say, hey, you know what? You got bigger things. Well, I feel they bigger things. Your health at this point, sometimes you can chase somebody and beg for an apology. That person's never going to come back around and give you that. And I know, and some people say, well, yeah, she did him wrong. And I think that somebody had mentioned in the chat that they think he came out because he's hurt and he's going through, a time right now that he need her to be there for support. Well, wake up, people. This person showed you who they was. They got you involved in this situation and then bounced and left you sitting there as the liar, right? You want that person to come back and support you? Oh, I'm just simply saying that's sort of hard. I mean, sometime in life, people believe what you see, believe what you feel, how somebody treats you. And don't just keep it giving these third, fourth, fifth chances and shit like that. That's what I used to always do, but I had to outgrow it.
I mean, he said he was hurt. They just need to stay away from each other. They're too grown. They got some serious shit going on separately in both of their lives. He's got cancer. She's dealing with the toxic family. They're very, very toxic. And the only reason I choose to stand by Tamar out that family, well, now Tony, because Tony's trying to make amends with Tamar, is because peace. I want peace in that family. Mm-hmm. They're an embarrassment. They came on national TV, cutting up and acting a fool. And y'all have a platform that matters. Y'all think it looks cool to be arguing, going back and forth, acting like this? The Braxtons are a hot ass mess. And so, if they want to try to get better for the 100th time, they've been to TD Jakes. He can't solve it. They've been to Iyanla. She can't solve it. I mean, it's just a mess. The whole thing is a mess. And for me, what they're arguing about, being touched, is a serious matter. Miss E has a lot to do with this. I don't give a damn what the hell Funky Diney was saying. I wouldn't have responded. Go take care of your home and your family and stop going through shit on the internet. It backfires every time. I do not handle my business on the internet anymore. Y'all could say she used to, but you can't say I'm doing that now. It brings everybody in your business. Everybody want to pick a side. Everybody want to fight each other over what side you pick. And none of it matters. I would rather them him called her and say, well, this is how I feel, or she's saying, I'm going to do an interview. I'm not going to mention your name, but I'm like, all this for show. I don't do that. So that's what I got to say about it. Let's see what y'all got to say.
Well, now just say this too. I mean, while you pull up something, and prayers out to him for his health thing, his health issue. I mean, because nobody is on here to bash nobody, because we all human. But sometimes we can lose focus and start fussing about the wrong thing when you have somebody from the outside just come in and say, hey, you know what? Don't give it a time of day. That's only what we're saying. But I think people came in hot because they remember those other 5 videos where they argue. And that's when I was saying, hey, I think they're in cahoots. And that still could be true. But at this point, I don't know. And I moved on from it. But they came in so hot. And when you say, hey, something simple, that I know Tamar is wrong for lying, and I wish him, the best because he got other things to worry about. You full of shit. See, because they came in so hot that there's no way they can find it in their heart to hear what you had to say,
But I really do feel, I don't think, maybe this is Funky Dineva's first time going through cancer. Life gets real. Life gets, for me, it got real for me. And I started changing. It changes you. You stop arguing over frivolous shit. If you don't like her, you don't like her. Move on. We just went through my mother with cancer. It's just no joke. It's just, you're scared if you're the person that has it. You got to put your life in your doctor's hands. And he said something the other day about he going to have surgery by a robot. I don't know what that means, but that's scary. Damn all this internet shit. Okay. Someone says, I really don't feel like Funky's intentions were pure to me. It's a money grab for him. What does this say? He could have spilled this team a long time ago. And Tamar is wrong for not keeping it real. Thank you.
I agree.
I'm going to leave this up here a while. Somebody finally expressed what I was feeling. Because I'm not telling y'all that Tamar not a liar. I'm not telling y'all she didn't hook up with Mendices. What I'm telling y'all is you and Funky have not resolved it. Stop going over this over and over again on YouTube. Just stop. That's what I'll just stop. She gave a sub the interview and Funky knew it. I am not team this or that. Thank you. I am team right. Funky's already dealing with Ish. He is just tired of her talking about the situation.
I can see that. Yeah.
I understand that. That's why I say they shouldn't be friends anymore. These two should not talk to each other. Whatever happened and whatever went down, because a lot of times I see people in the chat going hard with partial information. We don't know the full story like that. And I still feel like it could have been a plan, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with y'all on the internet about it anymore. I said what I had to say 5 videos ago. Robotic surgery is better than regular surgery. It is common now. I've never heard of it, but
man, I know it's hard for me to believe that. I mean, I can see it. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably be more nervous.
Somebody said, if he was so uncomfortable, he should have given the wife heads up first before telling her along with us. I mean, there's a whole nother side of the story that we ain't even talked about. We arguing over who's right, who's wrong. There's Kandi and Mendices. And I don't know Yandy. I called her Kandi. I'm sorry. I don't know Yandy, but I know that she's been complaining about him cheating for years and she still ain't left him. You got to even handle that situation delicately because I believe Funky. I think Tamar did something with him. I don't know for a fact. It's just something I feel.
Right.
And that's messy. That's messy.
I mean, now I believe it because just how he said it, I don't think he would have just made that up. He would have found something else. It sounds believable to me.
And let's not forget, too, on a personal level, I know a lot of people that I'm close to, Funky just drags for filth. So I'm not getting in that. He's a dragger. That's what he do. But I've learned the hard way. You don't get into other bloggers' business. Sherelle's World. Funky is clearing his name with Quad the Fraud. We got to talk about Quad really quickly.
Yeah.
It was Funky's place to tell Yandy. She knows Mendices cheat, and she's still there. She's still there.
Right. I mean, and I heard that, and people say, "Oh, they really married?" Hell, I don't know. And I guess it don't matter because if you cheat and they keep bringing you back, hell, what do a ring got to do with it?
And I've learned from experience that when a person's cheating, I had a friend, her name was Sherelle too, like mine. Her husband was cheating on her. We seen him out in public, these people kissing and everything. And I look at him and he look at me and I struggled. I said, what should I do? I said, I'm going to tell her. I will never make that mistake again. I said, I'm going to tell her because it's a personal decision. They got mad at me.
Yep.
Nah, grown folks' business is grown folks' business. I wouldn't have just came online and blurted it out like Funky did. I'm not getting in it because there is concrete evidence that Yandy does not leave Mendices. This has been happening for years. Okay. True robotic surgery is the new way. Had it done twice. The doctor is controlling the robot. It's just that the doctor's hands are not directly touching you. It's the robot. I mean, Funky about to go through some shit with
thanks,
this.
Lady Blue. It makes sense now.
Cancer thing. And you want to waste your last days before you go to surgery thinking about Tamar? That's crazy. I don't think they should ever be friends again. And I don't think they should bring up this topic no more. I wish Tamar wouldn't have responded because every time you respond, then somebody else is going to respond. And then y'all going to keep going back and forth and nothing's going to be resolved.
Well, and the Tamar
Nothing.
shouldn't respond because then when you bring it up, we're gonna say, "Damn, what happened that night?" We still ain't got no answer. So no, I'm just saying, like, why? Look, people know she lied about it or feel strongly that she lied. I wasn't there, just
Mhm.
just an opinion, right? But that's how we make judgments these days. But when you keep bringing it up, people gonna go back to the whole thing all over again. And if you're
Mhm.
busy singing, being an entertainer, and all that, do that. It was no reason for you to incite drama with him by whatever she was talking about on that Laura. She was interviewing with somebody, and that would trip them off. But go ahead.
So that's all I got. Pretty much got to say about that situation. These I wouldn't be surprised if they came back on next week. Obviously, there's hurt feelings there. So y'all shouldn't ride so hard when you wasn't even there. We don't know what happened. Did she get her teeth knocked out? Don't look like it.
I know
but but the reason I stand by Tamar is that Tamar is in counseling right now, and Tamar has went through things that y'all don't know about, and it's her place to talk about it. And as long as she's trying to get better, I'll support you. If you go back to this shit and drama and on in the damn tabloids every day, I won't. All right, now let's move on to some other drama. Let's talk about Todd and Kandi. I used to not like Kandi. I couldn't stand Kandi. I'm sure y'all heard this before. Couldn't stand Kandi. All that Don Juan shit. But I don't want no woman to go through a tumultuous divorce. None. I don't care if I talk to you, don't talk to you. Divorce is like a death, and it affects your children. Okay, so I'm feeling for Kandi right now. So somebody in the chat sends Perry some information. Let's talk about the gossip for a minute. What did she said that Kandi? No, she said that Todd's having an affair with his ex-girlfriend, and he has gotten the ex-girlfriend pregnant.
Right, but that's what's out there, but I haven't.
Right,
there's no proof of it.
This is the gossip. This is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
If that's true, Todd, you wrong. You dead ass wrong.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, shit happens.
No, not that kind of shit.
No. I'm saying it happened in the standpoint. Okay. Well, you wouldn't have that problem if you kept the sex between husband and wife. When you start, okay, well, it's okay. It's happy Saturday. We can bring in the threesome or the foursome. And then when you start bringing people in, sometimes people think, okay, well, shit, she ain't home, but she probably don't mind if I just bring her over. Now, but I think just like with Wendy Williams, I think she knew Kevin wasn't shit, that he was creeping. But when you bring a baby in or something like that, sometimes something like that directly, it just changes everything for me.
I'm a woman.
So I don't want no divorce for nobody. I enjoy being married, and marriage ain't easy because we have disagreements all the time. But I like to see marriage succeed. And so, whether they came in for the wrong reasons, they've been there together. Because I'm under the belief people can learn to love each other. But that can be.
This is why people don't understand when I'm by myself. I don't always agree with Perry. That's the most ridiculous shit I ever heard of. If you got a baby out there and you cheated on me, I'm done with your ass, and you ain't getting none of my money. Period.
Right. But then I also know when Todd asked for primary custody, when he did all that stuff like that, primary custody, and then asked for joint custody. I mean, joint legal custody. He also said in his petition to the court or whatnot that it's still open for him to lay more grounds for the divorce. He's trying to be cool right now to see if he can get his way and maybe revisit the prenup. But if he left room for him to add in things that Kandi has done, that's my belief. Like, okay, don't be cool. Give me what you want, because it's crazy. I think he might have something.
Okay, let me clarify what you're saying. So Kandi filed for divorce. I I can't remember what order it went in, but
Yeah.
at
She
some
filed.
point, Todd's asking for full custody. And so when I did my other video, I didn't know about this yet.
Mm-hmm.
He wants full custody, which means child
Physical
support
custody,
for
yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Which means child support for him.
Which could
I
make sense though, Sherelle, though. Like
listen.
if she's the one always on the road working, it's almost like
Nah, it don't
no,
make
no, no.
sense.
Hold up for a second. Say I'm a truck driver. Me and you getting a divorce.
No,
And
no,
you should ask for primary because
no,
what I'm gonna do if I'm out there on the road every day,
no.
if I'm out there on the road every day, I
Harry,
can't take the kids with me. That's uplifting the kids, taking them different places.
no. Todd, it's looking like, it feels like you used Kandi. You filed for divorce when the prenup says you get the most money, 10
She filed.
years.
She filed.
Well, she filed, but if
Well,
he's cheating, and
okay,
listen,
let's put it
me
this
and
way.
Carrie have been dragging Kandi for years, but and
Okay.
do private background checks on Todd. Todd's a cheater. You've been cheating. We were talking
Right.
about the stripper Diamond. You've been
I know
cheating.
that, right? But that was, I mean, and my belief that was part of their relationship. See, then it come down to terminology. When can I cheat? Only when we all 3 or 4 in the bed together, or can it be me and 2 other ones while you gone to the liquor store? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're not gonna just admit that Todd is doing Kandi wrong.
no. Okay, now I go back to my belief.
God. Oh.
I don't even think Kandi even liked Todd, like loved him that way when they first got together and all that stuff. I think she was on a housewife show when she wasn't married. To have a man around, and this is my belief, that way people ain't winning, girl, why ain't you got a man? Why you hanging out with Becky all night? To cover up her sexuality a little bit, to experiment, to have a boy toy. Like
Harry keeps going around calling Kandi a lesbian.
Somebody that, people argue, now people get mad when they say you just grabbed the little man in the backstage. Not saying he wasn't making money. He wasn't making Kandi kind of money. She figured that would influence him. He wouldn't do nothing because she was so rich and she was Kandi. This is my belief. I could be wrong. But
Perry, stay off the weed.
No, okay. Well,
listen. When the moment he contests that prenup is the minute I realize that he's a male gold digger. He's a gold digger, and you don't do people like that. She has to put up with you cheating, put up with the rumors. She told you from day one you wasn't getting none of her money, and now look at your ass right now. You're begging for her money.
Right, but like I get it. I mean, and then you're supposed to love and cherish too when you go to the altar and shit like that. He don't feel like he was loved and cherished. He feel like he was played. No, I'm just telling you. He feel like he was
played. Perry, how did Kandi play Todd?
When those two stepped out, it was here come Kandi and her assistant. He was considered as the assistant or the babysitter. And I know people say, how you can be the babysitter of your own child? No, I'm just saying that's how people looked at it. And then she felt like she could, now just my opinion, felt like that she can boss him around because I'm Kandi Burst. And he dealt with it in that time. And I think the biggest thing too, and right before his mother had passed, they had treated her so much like shit. Some things you can't get over. And it's like being incarcerated, but you saying one day when I'm paroled from here, I'm getting even. And so he got past those 10 years. And then I think he really went buck wild in the streets. Now, this
Jerry,
is
you've known he's been buck wild from us.
Well, no. I'm saying it in a way now he don't care if she catch him because he's past the 10 years.
Yeah,
now,
that's how he's acting.
Before he had to creep out the back window to go and get a little piece at Magic City. Once he got past the 10 years, he was pulling up in the Range Rover, picking up 4 or 5 and bringing them back to the house. You know what I'm saying?
Harry, stop. So they're saying that Todd says that he signed the paperwork in duress. We knew that was going to happen because he was going back and forth on the wedding special. Kandi's filing paperwork saying that's not true. Mm-hmm. We have footage of you from the wedding. that you were fully aware of what you were doing. You also talked to an attorney. You can't deny this, Todd. You talked to an attorney while the cameras were rolling. You claim that, okay, at the end, that you're just marrying for love. You were not under duress. So that's what Kandi's going to do with the footage from the wedding. Todd is also going to use the footage from the wedding. He's going to say that Mama Joyce had him under duress, the way that they accused him of marrying her for money. And he said a couple of times, I don't know what to do. I feel pressured. They're both going to use the same footage that we've seen from that wedding to defend each other's arguments. He claimed he was under duress because he's looking for more money, child support, and then some. I feel that Todd is looking for a lump sum for Kandi. And I feel that Kandi basically said, you came into the marriage without shit, you leaving without shit. Now, the stuff that we made together, that's fine. And Todd has a whole resume that he has built while being with Kandi. Okay, y'all need to split that money, but you don't touch No Scrubs money. You don't touch any of her money that she had before she came in. You came in with nothing. Right. And I feel right now that Todd married Kandi for money. And I feel that Mama Joyce, even though she's all in their business and won't give it a rest, she called it out. I couldn't stand Mama Joyce at the time, but we have to admit, she said from day one, you're marrying her for money. And she said, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river low enough to keep me off your ass.
Okay, yeah, sure, I get all that, right? And I will agree. It's not often that I agree with you. And it's only for this little part of what you said. That, yes, when you say he married her for money, I think he got with her for opportunity. She used him for opportunity.
Defend Todd. You're getting crazier and crazier. What do you mean? That's a gold digger. If Todd was a woman, y'all will be calling him a gold digger. Now you're a gold digger.
Okay, no, I'm being polite, okay? I'm going to call Todd a gold digger, right? And then I'm going to call Kandi a cougar. Now, would that make you feel better? And they both was enjoying the opportunity, the business deal of it all, right?
Oh, my God. I can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you in the back. I know you need some money. I mean, and he looking at it like, hey, well, shit, this girl calling my name. She want to hook up with me. She want me to go to her dressing room. If I go there, I ain't got to pick my lady up at McDonald's when I get off. So he took the opportunity to get money. She wanted to have a man around to cover up other things. She didn't really love Todd like that. And that's just my opinion. Because if she would have loved him,
other things is she covering up here?
If she loved him like that, she would have been bringing other people in the bedroom. That's just
why do you keep talking about her being bisexual? What is your problem?
Well, I'm just telling you what's real. She'll tell you, huh?
And what's real in your?
She said she did an interview, and somebody was asking when the last time. Oh no, we ain't bring the third party in. Well, at least in the last 6 months. So, what would you call it? I don't know. Lickety lick. I'm just saying this, and sometimes Sherelle, I know you don't like it, and you always gonna take the lady side. Whatever. I'm saying, yeah, Todd did use her to come up. Not saying he was broke, but she used him too. And sometimes I think she went too far. And sometimes I used to think she held that man hostage, like she kidnapped him or something.
That's where we stand right now, people, is Todd wants to change the terms of the prenup, and he's claiming he signed it under duress. Kandi's saying you did not sign under duress. We have it on film. Mm-hmm. And not only that, she's filing to get the record sealed because she don't want all of us up in her business.
Right. Now, and then some people say, oh, that's very smart. Now, yeah, why she want it sealed? Is she money hungry? Do she not want YouTubers reporting on it? The court case? No. I mean, no. It's easy for you to point out Todd's flaws, right? But unless she want it sealed, so when Todd add those other grounds, to the divorce papers, like her doing things. That's why she wanted sealed.
Perry, I don't think it's fair for Todd to break the prenup. She would have never married him if she said, okay, so if this doesn't work out, I want you to contest the prenup. Like, no, I'm Team Kandi on this one.
No, well, I'm with you. And he would have never married her if she didn't have that money, because he didn't find her that attractive.
Oh, Perry, come on.
Well, I'm just giving you my opinion.
You're going after her looks.
Huh?
Come on.
No. I'm saying, like, no. She's cute to me, but I'm just saying not everybody feels the same way. Todd wasn't approaching her. She came after him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I'm not messing with you.
Look at him carrying those cameras in the back. He got a little muscles. He can do a lot of yard work for me.
Anyway, Kandi's saying that she doesn't want shared custody. She's saying that she has nannies that can help her. His argument is going to be that you're never home. I've asked you several times on camera to stop working so much. You put your children in the background. And unfortunately, you guys, and this is just preliminary. We have not stepped foot in a courtroom. Unfortunately, this is going to get ugly.
Yep.
I have a tendency to be Team Kandi on this one. I think Todd is full of shit. I think that you're cheating on her. And especially if I find out it's with the ex, the girl that you told Kandi wasn't that cute to begin with. Remember those messages, Todd? I just don't think we're appreciative.
I mean, but she didn't have to be that cute. But what if she treated him like a man wanted to be treated?
I can't.
I mean, sometimes a man don't want to be caught up in a chicken coop.
Hi,
let out
LeVar.
3 times a day.
Perry keeps saying this. Listen, LeVar says it's true. I really don't think Todd find her.
Right. And nothing to do with her look. I'm just saying, like, people got people for they want. I mean, because people go, oh, Perry, why you married Sherelle? Because that's what I like.
Oh, look at you trying to clean up.
Everybody
you just clearly said you were Team Todd, and I'm not going to forget it. You know, I don't want to be Team anybody. I just think Todd is doing her dirty, and she has to be hurt. Your mama kept screaming, don't marry him. He kept embarrassing you, and now the whole world told you don't marry him, and now he want to humiliate her, and I'm just not down with that. I'm a woman. I'm going to always be a woman, and I'm always going to side on the err on the side of woman.
Yeah, well, I get it. Right. You know, and that's where you being biased, because sometimes women do wrong too.
What did she do wrong, Perry?
Women could be gangsters too.
If she's lesbian, like you keep claiming,
no, they have nothing to do with it though. I'm just saying, if she didn't want Todd to be her man forever and forever, why did she lead him on? He led her on. She led him on too.
Now y'all messing with me. Janice is messing with me. He helped Kandi Burris come up. He taught Kandi about production. Come on, Janice.
And matter of fact, how many housewives, when they not married, stay on the show? Not that long. They've been married for 10-something years. He carried her about 9 years worth of a topic, and it covered up from other things that she may have wanted. Like, she didn't build that shit on her own at that point, because while she was out there shooting on the set, he was at home with the kids. When she wanted some satisfaction on the weekend, he went down to Magic City and picked up 2 or 3.
She said he taught Kandi about production and he assisted in their business ventures. Todd didn't love her. Stuck together. Oh my God. I'm not. Y'all stop. Todd was a cameraman. He didn't become a producer until he married Kandi.
It was excellent. It's almost like, say, I met you and you was in college, but I had a successful job. I take you out of college. You become a housewife, and we stay together for 10 years. I don't just say, well, I did all this myself. She stopped Todd's growth. Todd could have been on motion pictures holding the camera. We don't know.
Perry, stop smoking weed before you come on live. You don't know what you're talking about. But speaking of smoking weed, let's talk about Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King. Now, y'all talk about I'm just standing up for Tamar, and Tamar is wrong, and she did this and this and that. I don't always just stand up for people that I like. Y'all know I like Dr. Heavenly a lot. And this is going to hurt me to say it because I still like her. And hopefully, I don't know, she'll come back on the show one day. But Bravo demoted her, right? Mm-hmm. And they demoted her. What we're hearing is there's a certain housewife who I also like. Housewives. It was your cast. Your cast complained to the producers that you are doing a YouTube channel with Carlos King. Now, remember the previous year, you got into it with Dr. Contessa because you said that her husband put her hands on him. And so they already didn't like you doing this YouTube channel. What I don't understand is everybody knows that Andy Cohen hates Carlos King. It's no secret.
They got rid of him.
And look how Carlos acts. He doesn't even worry about OWN. He's over here in Bravo's business because he wants to get back at Kandi. I mean, he wants to get back at Andy Cohen because, according to the rumors, Kandi had Carlos King fired. He denies it for all day long. But I got the articles that was talking about it, and Phaedra admitted it. And so he has a vendetta against Andy Cohen. Who doesn't see that? He says, I'm going to bust up your stuff and make it as difficult as possible. I'm going to be all in your business, Andy Cohen. And then I'm going to go one by one and interview each housewife to let you know that they like me better than they like you. Mm-hmm. This is what's going on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. Dr. Heavenly, I wish you would have never teamed up with him. Let's just call it what it is. They complained. He was already upset with you. He gave you a warning about working with him. He gave you a warning about the things that you said on your YouTube channel. And at this point, and they loved you. They loved Dr. Heavenly. They did. It just couldn't turn out no other way. You've been labeled in so many words, traitor. You put all your, and the minute you got with him, life went downhill for you. I don't know what's wrong with your, listen, I'm not talking to Carlos King. I'm not interviewing with Carlos King. If you want to keep your job at Bravo, what's wrong with y'all? It says here, she wanted a husband. Oh, they're talking back about.
Meaning Kandi, right? If she wanted a husband or did she want a slave? Live-in boy toy.
Someone says, if I was Todd, all I would ask for is the house Mama Joyce lives in so I could kick her out. So we hear rumors that the cast kept complaining about your YouTube channel. And let's talk about the YouTube channel, Dr. Heavenly, who I love. I like her. No, I love her. Dr. Heavenly acts nothing like she does on the show in real life. She goes after storylines to keep the show alive and going. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even fault her for that. I thought these are manufactured storylines. I might poke here or say this because she understands reality TV. What I wouldn't have did was teamed up with Carlos King.
Right.
He's a blogger. That's a downstep from being a producer. He's a blogger. What did you think was going to happen? What I'm hoping this season is that you do like Quad did. They demote you. You do so good, they bring you back. Because for me, in order for Married to Medicine to work, I need all the original cast members. I'm not trying to meet new people. I was ecstatic when Anila left. Dr. Heavenly belongs on that show. cut ties with Carlos. It looks like you have anybody he works with is going to have problems. So he's working with that girl. I can't think of her name that went after Nene Leakes. They weren't going to bring her back no way because of the problems she had with Nene Leakes. What is that girl's name that he's working with now?
Was it Claudia?
But if you want any kind of career at Bravo, stay away from Carlos King. Period. Am I exaggerating? What are your thoughts?
No, I mean for a fact, like that's the main thing. Like they don't care if their castmates go and talk to certain blogs, but they got rid of Carlos for a reason. Then you hook up with Carlos, build him a channel because he get more views on his YouTube channel than he get with OWN. And the only storylines they got over there to help him get those numbers was Bravo stories. If you think about it, everything was Bravo, Married to Medicine, Housewife. It wasn't shit about where did the love go in Huntsville. None of it, right? So, and I think the castmates complain to say, hey, this girl over here dropping all this dirt on this guy y'all fired years ago. Right? And then on top of that, so they actually get mad and they have resentment. And you know that Carlos want to be him.
Yeah, Carlos is a little bit obsessive with the Bravo thing. You make yourself look silly when you keep chasing after housewives. But I think most housewives now know, don't F with him. I'm not going over there for anything if you want to stay on the network. It is what it is. But what I'm hoping is that Dr. Heavenly, they're still giving you a storyline. You're still, like you told Kandi, in the confessionals and stuff like that. And I hope they bring you back. I hope this was a warning because I do know they love her poking and starting storylines. But I think she went a little bit too far with Carlos King.
Yeah, I mean, and that's almost like you got Coca-Cola, but you got your employees running over to Pepsi. Like, that's the competition. Now, even though it's a smaller company and they ain't getting the numbers that the housewives and stuff get, but I can't have you over there, you know, giving good storylines out.
And Carlos, he doesn't care about anyone else. Remember when he came to our show under an alias? He's that kind of devious person. I'm going to smile in your face, hey, and then talk about you behind your back. So he's just not to be trusted. And I hated that my favorite person on the show, Dr. Heavenly, got involved with that nut job. Hopefully you can come back. I would still do your YouTube channel at this point. Still do it. Still review the shows. Hopefully you'll come over here and just give your opinion and stuff like that. They didn't like it when you were talking about them, but double teaming them was still talking trash about them. And you got Carlos giving his 5 cents, who they do not like. Dr. Simone cannot stand the ground he walks on. I think you got to remember that this is an ensemble. You're not the entire cast, and you should have took your coworkers' feelings into consideration. I still like you. Hope you're not upset about me being honest, but it is what it is. Carlos talked about
his show,
but Melody took it personal. And that's another thing. He always over here worried about Bravo's doing. There's lawsuits over there, cast members hating each other. The Kiki Jabbar situation, I will never forget. I mean, that family they didn't hear from him, put it that way. You should be over there worried about OWN. Prove that you could be a successful producer without
clout chasing.
Bravo.
And
then the things you did to Kandi, tricking Mama Joyce into an interview. Hi, Freddie.
What's
all
up,
the
Freddie?
ex-housewives Carlos worked with are not in favor either Bravo. Is he saying that the people that go over there don't like Bravo to begin with?
Oh, yeah.
That's
like,
what I think.
You know, once they get fired, hey, why are you packing your stuff up while I'm across the parking lot? I just got fired. Girl, come on my show for an interview. Take the has-beens of it all.
Freddie, I wish you would have called me. I didn't know you were in the chat. I'm going to do another video next week. I mean, in a couple days about Married to Medicine, because these storylines are going to be amazing. And so hopefully you'll come on with me. I'm wrapping this up now, but I know you found out a lot of stuff in favor with Bravo. Yeah, I mean, but like Nene should have never went on Carlos King's show. I just wouldn't have did it. Because no matter, you might like Carlos and everything, but you don't work for OWN. You want to work again for Bravo. So it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. That man can talk about whatever it's his platform. Come on now. He is talking about whatever he wants to. Nobody said that. I said, if you want to keep your job at Bravo, it is no coincidence that every time a housewife goes on Carlos' show, they have trouble on the upcoming seasons. They got to figure it out. It's any job. If I worked at McDonald's and I found out that my boss had a beef with Burger King, I'm not going and promoting Burger King. It's common sense. Do not listen to Moon. She don't work for Bravo. She don't understand the beef that they got going on. You can't work with somebody, your boss, and then go and promote the other side.
Oh yeah, no,
and
I
they,
mean,
and he was pissing them off.
With Moon, I guess she's saying that. Come on now, the whole thing is this. No, Carlos can say what he want to say. That's his platform. Mm-hmm. We saying if you work for Bravo, you might not want to take your ass on that platform talking shit about Bravo. That's what we saying. I mean, he can talk about purses and anything else he want to on that channel. Nobody cares. They don't. That's his channel. He got that right. But we saying he's not in jeopardy. He's been fired from Bravo. What do he have to lose? But when you step your ass out there, putting it on the spotlight, it's almost like working with the enemy.
It is.
To me, yeah. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Summer says, she said herself she was demoted. She didn't think they would really do it to her.
Oh, Dr. Heavenly. Now, what they're referring to is this. Yes, they're saying that, okay, because you're running for Congress, we can't have you on the show right now. It might be sometimes.
That's not what she meant.
Right? But listen what I'm telling you, people. That's not the real reason. Yeah. They using that to be a friend of the show because people have went to the penitentiary and came out and was still on the show. So,
oh, that's true. That's true. Did you know Jen Shaw's coming back soon?
Huh?
Do you know Jen Shaw is scheduled to be released really soon? I can't remember what it was, but like in a couple of months.
And they'll be filming as soon as she step out the prison gate.
But I hope, listen, Dr. Heavenly was a big part of that show. And the reason I love Married to Medicine, I review other shows. I might talk about the Braxtons. I might talk about Potomac. But I have a genuine love for Married to Medicine. And I just feel like they need to keep the same cast. Don't make the mistake as Potomac and start rotating in different people. It didn't even work when y'all brought Phaedra in. We want the original people. Okay, you slapped Dr. Heavenly on the wrist. She won't do it again. She needs to be back on the upcoming season. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like her, but I'm telling you, Dr. Heavenly is very smart. She's a smart woman, and she's real cool in person. She puts on for the show, and it's worked all these years. So I don't know.
Yeah, because without Dr. Heavenly right now, I mean, it's going to be a mess because now Simone got to step up her game, but messing with Quad ain't too safe. Go ahead.
I haven't been watching New Jersey. Andy said Jen will never come back to Bravo. Do you mean Jen from New Jersey or Jen from that filmed the previous season with Orange County? I'm not into messing up my
because I only know one Jen. That's Jen Shaw. I don't know.
Yes, that's it, Lorraine. Jen Shaw will be out December 10th. Oh my God. And so listen, if y'all brought back Jen, why don't y'all bring back Dr. Heavenly? I'm gonna be pulling for her the entire season. It is what it is. I wanted to say something. Oh, should I talk about it now, Perry?
But like, I mean, are they saying what's that?
The doc.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, there's a lot going on with the housewives right now. And Salt Lake City, y'all know I'm really close to their family. Still talk to Ernie, still talk to Dan. This is gonna be a mess. I'll put it that way. And let's see what Freddie said. Andy said Jen Shaw is never returning to Bravo. I heard that she was. That's why we gotta talk, Freddie. I heard that she was. She meant Andy and Jen Shaw will never be back to Bravo. He can't stand her.
Damn.
I hope that's not true. I like Jen Shaw, but her storyline is not going to matter. There's going to be some serious stuff going down on Salt Lake City, and enough to make me start talking about it. All right, so I talked about that. We did watch the Diddy documentary. According to, this isn't the rumors, according to reports, 50 Cent illegally obtained the footage that he had, that he showed. And one of the first things that they showed on the documentary is Diddy's on the phone talking to his attorney. Now, we all know that there's a such thing as called what? Attorney-client privilege. And you're allowed to not talk about what you talked about with your attorney. My first thought was 50 Cent is not stupid. 50 Cent is a self-made billionaire. You don't get there being dumb. Netflix is a very profitable company. There's no way in hell they didn't get permission.
I mean, that's what I would think, though, but I don't know. I mean, but so far, like part one, I mean, I just like, okay, well, I haven't really seen nothing that shocked me yet.
It's very boring so far, and they really haven't said anything that we didn't already know. If you're going to make a big deal out of it, you've got to say, it's just, I watch documentaries all the time. That's a boring documentary, but I only watch episode 1. So I'll keep you guys updated. So allegedly, Diddy's camp is supposed to be suing 50 Cent and Netflix. I just don't, nobody's that dumb. I don't know if they're lying.
You would think they, right?
Yeah, it's really weird. So, all right, you guys. So we rushed this video. We will see you in a couple days live. In the meantime, got way more Braxton stories. Got to talk about. No, I'm not going to talk about her. So we got more stories coming up. Thanks for watching. Let me know your comments in the comment section. Perry, any last words?
That's all I got for now, people. But, give Todd a chance, people. Let's be fair. And I'm going to give Kandi a chance. I'm going to give it, because somebody got some dirt on somebody. Somebody crossed the line, and we don't know who it is. The guy always take the brunt of it, though. So that's all I get to say until the next show, people.
Yes. In the meantime, fuck this shit. We're out.
I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me.